Sasariram Swarga Narako Moksho Bhayam Tatha Kalpana Matramai Vedate Karyam Chidatmana Aho Jana Samuhepi Advaitam Pashyato Mama Aranyamiva Samvrittam Varatim Karavaniham Naham Deo Name Deyaha Jivo Nahamaham Vichite Vayame Vayime Vante Asitya Jivite Spruha. So, after you listen to the class yesterday, ask yourself a question. At this moment, when you are sitting down here, are you being yourself the instrument as it is, or you are ready to listen to a new class? This is where comes the restlessness, agitation. Unconsciously, the individuality comes in, ready for the class. I want to know what is coming today fresh. Who is demanding? That we saw the example yesterday of the video camera. The video camera does not demand that it must record something. Does the video camera demand that it must record something? There is no such demand. Listen carefully. Nor that there is a choice that this sound I will take or this sight I will record, but other sound, other sight I will not record. There is no such thing. Physical body is like this. It is the most versatile instrument we have in our life. At once it can record the sound, the sight, the touch, the taste, the smell. Just see that. Long before you get into a problem of what you heard, what you touched, what you tasted, what you saw, what you thought, first see the very beginning of the thought itself. Are you getting that point, please? Suppose there are no thoughts. Think, there are no thoughts. What is your conflict? Can you have a conflict without a thought? Please try. When you say, I am very much disturbed, the next question is by what? By what? Oh, this fan, too much of noise. Too many ants in the garden, too many mosquitoes here. The people are shouting. For you to be disturbed, something must be there. You can't just say, I am disturbed. For what? Please listen. Again, still more important, to be disturbed, not only something should be there, you should be there. Because what you are disturbed by, that is not disturbed. Mosquitoes don't hate themselves. They love to fly around and bite. Okay? The ants are not a problem for themselves. No object is a problem by itself. The gold in the shop, is it a problem? Call it liquor, call it cigar, call it sweet, call it anything. In the shop as it is it a problem? my problem that I don't want it or I want it. It's my problem. It is not the problem of the object. So long before I even understand the objects, perceptions, thoughts, first I must understand myself, because one who is getting disturbed is the primary element. Are you getting that point, please? That there is a creation is not a trouble until I come in. Think, you must see that. That is why it is so important that even before the beginning of the class, you get ready for it. That is why it is just not simply listening to and going away entertainment, some sound, sensation. We had a beautiful class. The class is beautiful or you are beautiful? Think. Just think. Whose description it was? Oh, this book is so nice. Why? Printing is good. Paper is leather. Golden print. No. The book is good because the theme is good. And what is the theme? I am the theme. Why these Upanishads are so beautiful? It talks about me. Suppose Upanishad talks about market rate, about the dogs and monkeys and some other thing. What is it? What type of book is this? Which book you like? The book that touches you. Are you getting that point? Which sounds you like? The sound that touch you. The description that touch you. Who you are. So that is why it is so important that even before you sit down for a class, sit down for a class. Class starts at 10:30. Between 6 and 10:30, what do? The moment you wake up, listen carefully, the moment you wake up, you must wake up to yourself so that your whole day is fantastic. If the day is beautiful, every day will be beautiful. Should you live by days or should you live by moment? Do we live by days at a time? We live by moments. This moment, this moment, this moment, this moment, this moment. Please see that. That is why it is so important that when you listen to something, it is extremely important that you be yourself. And being yourself is like this. This morning I was thinking, what this morning always thinking only. So many beautiful thoughts are passing by. That's why I go on writing. Do you do that? Ask yourself. When you like something, how do you feel? You feel like expressing. You see a beautiful mountain, a lovely sunrise, beautiful bird, something somewhere, you see something, you feel, oh, express yourself. Have you ever expressed about yourself? What do you say? Oh, that man is so handsome. That woman is so beautiful. That puppy is so adorable. That forest is so nice. The garden is so exotic. All destinations outside. Have you ever considered yourself as an exotic destination? I looked at my mind, I looked at myself, wow, this will be a perpetual high. Are you getting that point, please? And the most beautiful thing is when you say you are so beautiful, thereafter it will be very, very difficult for you to have self-pity, for you to have any type of depression, dejection, pain, problem, because it's impossible. Because not only you are so beautiful, everybody is also beautiful. When you see who you are, you cannot escape seeing others as they are. You have written so many things about so many people, architectures, animals, natural sceneries. But have you ever written something about yourself? Please ask that question. Other day somebody asked me, Swamiji, please give me a topic to write. I said, why is it? Have you ever thought of yourself as a topic? And if I ask you to write a topic, what shall you say? My life is not worth it, Pain only, problems only. Husband is like that, woman, wife is like that, children are like that, no money, no nothing. It is such a miserable life. How can I be happy in life? This is average man's story. How can I be happy in life? No money, no job, no father, no mother, no husband, no wife, no children. And even if there is a problem, that means what? The moment you are giving this huge list, you are putting huge conditions that when all these things will change, I will be happy. If I am educated, if I have a good job, if I have a nice wife, if I have a good husband, if I have a nice children, if I have enough money, if I have a beautiful life. You understand that if how many conditions you are putting for your happiness, that is why you shall be miserable, because you have decided to be miserable forever. So if you ask somebody, please talk about yourself, what shall you talk? Nothing to talk, all misery. If you look at yourself, if any beautiful thing attracts you, the most beautiful thing is yourself. That is why name is Krishna. What is Krishna? Akarshati iti Krishna. That which attracts everything towards itself. So immediately what you say? Oh, the blue boy of Vrindavan, so attractive. That is not attractive. The blue boy of Vrindavan will not be attractive when you are going through black blues of your emotional blues. When you are going through problems, what God, I don't believe in God. People who went to Chardhan, people who went through a tsunami, the temple is washed away, mosque is washed away, the church is washed away. God cannot protect his own house. How are you going to protect your house? This is how this silly, cynical people will talk about it. And what is their God? I went to have a Tirupati Darshanam and I got everything lost, or an accident, whole family died. Where is the God? So our gods are existing like that, okay? So Krishna is not. Akarshati means one which attracts everything. What is that attracts everybody? Listen carefully. What is that attracts everybody is yourself. Everybody is not attracted by gold. Everybody is not attracted by money. Everybody is not attracted by food. Everybody is not attracted by man or woman. Everybody is not attracted by a nice music or a sound or a touch or a smell or a taste. But everybody is attracted by himself. You may or may not love something or somebody, but you can always love yourself. The reason is, you love somebody because that somebody or something gives you pleasure. The moment she or she or object stops giving you pleasure, creates problem, you shall completely dismiss it. All that we have seen. Falling in love with yourself. Not to fall in love with yourself. If something gives me pleasure, I like it. The moment that something becomes the cause of my pain, I dismiss it. So who do I love? Object or myself? If a part of the body healthy keeps me healthy, I keep it. If it is sickening, if it is sick, infected, because of which the whole body will die, I remove the part. How many appendicitis are gone? How many parts of the body you are cutting off? Think. Completely remove to save the whole body. I like that part if it keeps me alive. The moment it threatens my life, I want to cut it off. Same way thought. I love the thoughts as long as they give me pleasure, happiness. The moment they give me unhappiness, I don't want it. So as long as you are getting tired of the objects, body, thoughts, you will be removing them. The matured person is when you are tired of yourself. I love the I when it's giving me happiness. I really don't want this I, the individuality, because unnecessarily going on talking. You understand the point? Can you catch it? So there is somebody beyond this I. You love yourself. Because if this I thought disturbs you, you don't like it. Please see this. So what is that attracts everybody? It's not an object. It is not a thought. It is not your body. It is yourself. That is Krishna, Akarsha. Everybody is attracted by itself. And that is what we must see. Please. And when you see this very clearly, thereafter everything is loved, everything is accepted for what it is. Your thoughts are beautiful, creation is beautiful, everything is beautiful. Because you are beautiful. So how long and how much can you write about yourself? There is one thing which you can never get tired of is yourself. Every other thing you can get tired of. Try. Try. You have even a God in a picture, you will be tired of that. A holy place, you will be tired of it. Why do you think when you go to holy place, people from holy place come to your city for what? You like the mountain resorts, but when you go to mountain resort, people from mountain resort come to your place. Why? They want to suffer this heat? Bored. There is nothing which you cannot get bored in life, because it's just a matter of time. But there is something which you can never be bored is about yourself, who you are, because who you are is not a thing, it is not an object, it is not a thought, it has no beginning, no end, always there. So beautiful. You want to enjoy living, be yourself. You want to love everybody, be the love. You want to be happy with everything, be happy. You want to make everybody happy, be happy. There is just no choice in that. Please see, this is something you cannot escape. That is why in your morning, the moment you wake up, the first thing you do that is remember yourself. Just like friends, you read that book, As It Dawns. I have written that, you read that book, very nice. In the morning, what should you do? Whenever you wake up in a strange place, you are traveling, think, whenever you are traveling, whenever you wake up in a strange place, what do? First you reorient yourself. Where am I? Where am I? Because you cannot get up in Madras and start going around places according to the map of Hyderabad in your head. You can get up in somebody's house and start walking around as though with a picture of your house in your head. No. New place. You wake up. Oh, I'm in ashram now. I'm not in the house. So the moment you wake up, same thing you discover. Where am I? Who am I? Where am I? Not in ashram. Ashram is a place you visit, where you are in the space continuously changed. But where you are in yourself is ever the same. Who am I waking up? Not the traveler, not the student, not the husband, not the wife. I am myself. So where I am, who I am, both are one and the same. You understand the beauty? This is the beauty. This we call it meditation. Being yourself. This morning, just a thought passed. Have you, when your life is, suppose you are working in Madras town. When you are working there, all the time you are traveling during the peak hour. During the peak hour you are traveling. You are traveling 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it is packed on traffic jam, autos, driving, cars, oh boy, sound, noise, huge traffic jam. By mistake or by chance, suppose you have to travel one day to airport at middle of the night, 1 o'clock. How do you feel? Just by chance you have to travel to airport in the 1 o'clock night. How do you feel? This is Madras? Oh my God. What a pleasure. You are the only one traveling. How nice it is. That is a real Madras. The traffic builds up during the day. The real Madras is you, like that. The real you is absolutely traffic free, thought free, impression free, perception free, sensation free. Those things start building up. Are you getting that point, please? You do not begin with built up. You begin with where you are. Are you getting that? The ground is always there. On the ground you are building a structure. The structure is not always there. The ground is always there. The built-ups are always coming around. The whole day you are getting built up. And then until you tired, you don't want to look at yourself. So helplessly under the pressure of the build-up, you go to sleep. Then you wake up, again build-up begins. Don't you think you should be traveling one time where there is no build-up whatsoever? See, this is where you understand that point. The real Madras is at night 1 o'clock where there is absolutely no traffic. Call it Madras, call it London, call it Paris, call it Sydney or New York, doesn't matter. Absolutely free. No problem. Just like the sound of helicopter. You did not ask for it, it came. Now slowly it will disappear. The sounds are built up. Silence, always there. Thoughts are built up. You are always there. So when you see that beauty of yourself as to who you are, nothing else matters. So, be the instrument. Take that example, okay? As I told you yesterday, please see this. Just be that instrument. This physical body is like the video camera. A very, as I named it, all perception, sensation, instrument. This is the body. All perception. Sound, sight, touch, taste, smell. Everything is coming in. But the beauty is you must always watch out and see the body, the instrument doesn't demand these perceptions, nor it enjoy the sensation, nor the objects demand to be perceived. Are you getting that point? Can you be that stillness? The video camera doesn't want anything to be recorded, neither the objects want to be recorded. The body, the eyes don't want to see, the ears don't want to hear, the tongue doesn't want to taste, the nose doesn't want to smell, the skin doesn't want to touch. Neither the sounds wish to be heard, the sights wish to be seen, the taste wish to be tasted, the touches wish to be touched, the smells wish to smell. There are no wishes. Wishes are not there for the sense objects, also the physical body. Just see, that much if you appreciate the entire physical universe, however awesome, huge it may be, there is no movement, no conflict, not a whisper. And when the perception is taking place, perception takes place in silence. You see, hear, touch, taste, smell. Sensation happens in the body. Recording takes place. The thoughts are there. As in perception is not a problem. Sensation by itself, painful, pleasant, by itself is not a problem for somebody. The body cannot complain anything. Recording takes place. only one thing. It is the I, the individual who edits, recognizes, wishes, catch it. All these things are happening in the presence of consciousness. Just like yesterday I gave you the example. The electricity or the battery in whose presence everything happens. The battery is not affected by the machine or what the machines record. So you are conscious. To be in meditation, listen carefully, to be in meditation is to be that. Sit down and be for yourself. Be the whole arrangement. You don't have to do anything for meditation. Please appreciate. You don't have to do anything to be restful. What should you do to be restful? You must do something to be restless. Are you getting that point, please? You must do something to be restless. Ordinary man will say, when you are restless, you do something. You must do something to be restless. The person says you must be restless to do something. They don't understand. You can be very restful and still can be doing everything. And even while doing everything, you can be very restful too. This is where comes the wisdom. But the average person is doing, therefore restless, or restless, therefore doing. For the wise person, the person who knows about himself, absolutely restful with himself. And if there is restlessness, where is the restlessness? It is not in the object, not in the body instrument, neither the thoughts which are recorded, nor in consciousness. It is the mind. Now, we saw that very clearly. So you see the whole arrangement meditation. Yesterday after the class was over, somebody came and told a very beautiful point. I said, I wanted you to think over it. A very beautiful point. So immediately you are angry. Average person will listen to this, habitual listeners. Yes, this ahankar is a big trouble. The I is a very bad thing. The I is the one who creates every trouble. Listen carefully. That point was so beautiful. Without the I, the individuality, you cannot take any voluntary decisions. Involuntary actions are not dependent upon I. Are you getting that, buddy? Involuntary actions are not dependent upon the individuality. Somebody comes and pricks you with a pin, do like that. Did you decide? Put your finger into your eyes. Why the eyes closed? Do you decide or eyes closed? Involuntary actions. Involuntary actions do not need our involvement. Voluntary actions need our involvement. And these voluntary actions, what type of voluntary action? It depends upon the I, the individual. You can mess up your life, you can build your life. What is that voluntary action? Listen carefully. What? The sounds are reaching, but which sound I shall concentrate upon depends on the individual. You go to a hotel, a restaurant. Hundreds of beautiful food, the spread out is there. Hundreds of dishes are there. Which one you should eat? Voluntary decision. It's not that when I see the food, involuntary I go. It's like a dog. Whatever comes, eats and goes, right? Understand? Voluntary decision. There are so many places. Which place I must visit? So many different types of perfume. Which one I should purchase? As you are doing it, listen carefully. Oh, the other day I was talking to school children and they responded so well. I said, children, how do you select anything? I told them this place when I was taking the class. Here is the flower, here is a paperweight, here is a recording machine, here is a watch. Which one you like? How do you choose? He said, yeah, we see the four and we choose. I said, where do you choose? Do you choose here outside or inside? Few students suddenly grasped, just like that, immediate response, my inside. I say, why? Because first we see the picture. We see the picture, because to see the object here, you must be conscious of the picture in your head. And where the decision takes place? When people say, give me some time to decide, what does it mean? Are you getting that point, please? It's so beautiful, so simple. In this language, you may not hear the sound of Brahman, Atman, consciousness, Chetana, Jadamba, Chetana. Not in this language, Adhyasa, you may not listen to these words. But this is what happens. How do you choose? How do you select? 4 thoughts are there. The flower, the paperweight, the watch, the recording instrument. Then who decides? Thoughts decide? And you are conscious of the thoughts. Consciousness doesn't decide. With your eyes, you see these objects. With the eye of the eye, you see the thoughts of the object. No problem. I thought you need to make a voluntary decision. Are you getting that point? A voluntary decision. And that is the difference between an animal and a human being. For the animal, whatever comes on the way. For a human being, wait for the better. Therefore, that is why this voluntary decision is very important, and that is why it is so important for you to understand this, because now, when you want to understand about yourself, shall you be given more thoughts about yourself? To be yourself is not a voluntary decision of individuality. Consciousness is as involuntary, as effortless, as natural as anything. Do you create consciousness? Please, my God, think about it. Do you create consciousness? It's already existing. Do you create the space? Already existing. You can say, oh, the clouds are already existing. No, you may say clouds are existing, but that's not truth. Because clouds have a formation. It begins. You don't create the cloud, but the clouds need to be formed. You don't create the fruit, but the fruits need to be, the trees need to come, flowers need to come, and the fruits must come. Are you getting that point, please? The space already existing, but that also may have a beginning, physical space. Whereas consciousness, you don't need anything to produce it. Always ever existing. Most effortless. What language. Therefore, if you keep, that is, if you lose yourself in the study of philosophy, familiarizing yourself with the ideas, words, concepts, notions, the individuality will lose itself in the scholarship, because now it has got 4, 5, 6 different ideas. It will never go beyond that idea. Please. There is no question of choosing consciousness. Are you getting that point, please? There is no question of choosing consciousness. You choose the objects on the space. Is there any choice not to see space? The I thought can choose the thoughts, the different types of objects that are there, different types of thoughts that are there. But there is no choice in being the consciousness. Will you see it? Can you be this? The moment you are, then what happens? You never hate the I thought. Why? Because for involuntary actions, I thought is not needed. But for voluntary actions, I thought is what a blessing. That is why the snake, when it is involuntary, unconscious, hisses at everything. The same snake, when it finds the place on the body of Shiva, is now swaying gently. Is an adornment, an adoration, an ornament in the body of Shiva. So the ahankar, the I thought, when it is a curse, because of the ignorance, becomes a blessing in the knowledge. Are you getting that point? I thought is so beautiful, because without it, can you take any voluntary decision? Sir, I thought is good or bad? Everything is beautiful. That is the discovery you make, Mahadeva. Everything is beautiful. Everybody is beautiful. Everything is divine. Everybody is divine. Simply by telling, see God everywhere, that is all fantastic statements. See God everywhere, see the divinity everywhere. The fellow is miserable, crook, stupid, making the business out of a God, creating conflicts in the name of God. But he says, see God everywhere. Right? Love everybody, but kill them if they don't agree with you, right? What is that for? Understand? That is why your being consciousness, this is understand, your being the self is not a secular subject, neither it is a religious subject. Secular and religious, like opposed to each other in the normal parlance. Secular pursuit, religious pursuit. Gods and mundane, divine and mundane. Consciousness, yourself, is neither a secular pursuit nor a religious pursuit. Because this I, the individual, is so smart. It can take a secular role, it can take a religious role. Again, neither the secular or the religious roles can be a problem. It's the I who creates the problem. So do not give him yet another role in the name of religion, nor you force him to drop a faith or drop everything in the name of your secular traditions. Let everything be there, but let him be aware of himself, the I. Thereafter, you are the most secular among the secular, you are the most religious among the religious, because you have no conflict with anything whatsoever. That is where you see the beauty in yourself. When you are carrying such beauty always inside your own thing, in your own self, when are you bored? When are you tired? When are you, that is your inspiration. At no time you can ever feel affected, hit, hurt, self-pity, nor you feel unnecessarily proud, I'm the only one. No. You are not the only one who is the truth. Everybody is the truth. Makes it so beautiful. You can be the capitalist, richer than the richest. You can be the communist, everybody say. All the contradictions meet there. All the contradictions. You can be richer than the richest, poorer than the poorest. You have everything at your disposal, nothing at your disposal, because you are who you are. So please do that. Next. So this is very important point. It is very nice. So can you hate the individuality? Should you? Suddenly you discover you have the unnecessary reactions of life. Why am I sitting down there and reacting? Either being happy or unhappy. Just be. Then choose. Choose means what? Whatever comes is fine. Very, very difficult to talk after that, you know that? Very difficult. Very, very difficult. What is there to talk about? Huh? That is why this student goes crazy. Oh, what a wonderment, how wonderful I am. Oh, aham, namo, mayam. What a wonderful thing I am. To me, my namaskar. To me, my respect. I am stunned by my own magnificence. I am so wonderful, I am so beautiful. It is not, when you say I am so wonderful, I am so beautiful, I am so magnificent, it does not mean others are deficient and stupid. And no. Everything is so beautiful because there is nothing in this universe which is not touched by the infinite existence. In fact, listen carefully. No finite thing can exist without being touched by infinity. Are you getting that point? You really understand that point? Please see. Macrocosm is the reality. Infinity is the reality. Finite is a perception. Ocean is everywhere. In every drop, the ocean is. In every drop, the ocean is. Shall you name it drop or ocean? Come on. Shall you name it drop or ocean? First you have to name it ocean. Then only drop. But because you begin with the drop have become, so drop is ocean. If you say drop is ocean, nobody can understand. How can the drop be ocean? But ocean is in drop? Yes. Now look. What is this? What is this? Huh? Little finger. Is it me or no? When I say body, when I say the word body, is it included or no? Body is little finger, but little finger by itself is the body. This little finger cannot exist without the whole body existing, but the body can exist without the little finger. What we see the finite, in that there is infinity. Every moment is beautiful. That is why nobody is mundane. Everybody is divine. Everybody is beautiful. See that. Then you can say, that if everybody, then don't be simply one person is interested in some type of logic and unnecessary cynical discussion. If everybody is divine, why there is division? My question is that if everybody is divine, why there is division? I should ask or you should ask? I don't ask. There is no division. And if there is division, there is a functional division. That is how it should be. It's like body is me. But the finger can do something, the nose cannot do. The nose can do something, ears cannot do. Ears can do something, head cannot do. Head can do something, toe cannot do. So certain importance is given to certain part of the body, but that does not mean they are not me. Same thing in this creation. There are sounds, taste, touch, smell, sight, different types of people, different types of animals, everything. All this multiplicity, diversity is an amazing existence. How beautiful, how enriching. But all these things are enriching when you see yourself as you are. That is why you want to enjoy this creation, do that. So see the instrumentation of it. The physical body as just like a camera. The 5 lenses, your eyes, ears, all the things, taking in the perception, sensation, thought, consciousness, always existing. But in that, the I thought also is a blessing, because without the I thought, there will be only involuntary action, there will be no voluntary action. Without voluntary action, what is the question about choosing to feel liberated? Because you feel bound. Feeling bound is involuntary. Feeling the bondage is involuntary. It naturally happens. Everybody, did anybody ask you to be bound? But people ask you to be liberated. So voluntary action is possible. Being bound, feeling limited, feeling to be suffering is something natural to the ignorance. I must decide, enough of this, I don't want to suffer. Voluntary decision. That is why only human beings can be liberated, not the animals. Only human beings. No other species in this life can look for liberation. Only human beings, because they have the. Okay. Having said this, now the next thing is, another thing you can see, please observe. There are also when everything in our video camera, there is a maintenance. There is another thing. Video camera need to maintain. The physical body also needs maintenance. No doubt. This video camera also, this physical body also needs maintenance. The lenses must be clean. The system microphone must be okay. Like that, the physical body, the system, each one like an instrument must be kept in good condition, good shape. Listen. The thoughts is like an archive. All the things are there. Please, all the things are there. All the thoughts are there. You don't have to. What do you do? About your thoughts, what do you do? Please see the beautiful thing there. The thoughts are something, please appreciate. They are like your album, your personal album. In an ordinary camera, the photographs are there. You have put it in an album. You see? This is beautiful again. Oh, new points are coming up. As long as it is in a camera, you cannot see it. You have to print it. Here the printing facility is already there. As you see, it is printed. All the thoughts are printed already, no? The only difference is the physical, the gross prints you can show it to others. But this print of your thought, you cannot show it to others. Very good. God is so kind, whoever it is, he is, it is. If people can see the thought, many innocent people shall be escaping from persecution and many criminals will be caught. Because thoughts are your motives. Motives can never be seen. You saw the latest, did you read it? The latest methods about snatching gold from people. In Madras they used two methods, special methods. I was laughing my heart out. How ingenious people can be. One lady goes to a ladies' hostel. Young lady goes to the ladies' hostel and asks them, see, I have come from a movie production house. So we are looking for new faces for the thing. So, would you like to be, I want to take some photographs of you. Now tell me how many girls will be interested? The entire hostel has come, right? So what he did? He chose out of that 20-30, he chose 5-7. Because he doesn't have that much material also. So 5-7 he chose. And those who had nice gold ornaments and nose rings, tail rings and all that stuff, to them this he chose. And then put them down. He said, but this photograph in this will not be alright. You need a makeover. So what he did, he put some, what they call? The pack. Face pack. So put some face pack and cover their eyes with the cucumber. Ask them, of course, to remove their ornaments and keep it there. And they are all sitting. They are all. It's so funny. They are all sitting up there with the cucumber patches. By the time 10 minutes, and he is not opening, so they are getting restless. But at the same time, they cannot say anything because they are getting ready for the photograph. By the time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, other people came in. What is this there? Where is the lady gone? Other friends comes in, they started removing it, and the gold, for all of them, the gold is gone. What do you think of it? Another person goes to school, to the principal, and tell that your school is selected because you are teaching underprivileged children. So your school must be highlighted in the press, and I want to take a photo. Then he takes a photo. Takes a photo means you are taking the photo principal. This is underprivileged children's school. So you should look simple and elegant. This particular necklace you have put, that thali, is too heavy, and so the principal also got naturally photographed for the press. So he put it. What do you do? So people can cheat you, right? Anybody can do that. Imagine. Anyway, so this photograph, coming to that. So somebody cannot see a photograph unless you show it to them. Lucky our photograph inside. Now suppose you could see the mind of the people. The fellow coming for the selecting the for movies, you would immediately know, the fellow is a crook. The world will be completely different. It will be a terrible world. It's not that, it will be, you may say it may be nice, it may not be nice also, because why that particular thought comes up also you don't know. Because the thoughts are so exotic that we observe and make yourself so familiar with your thinking that it will not give you a problem. I don't know how. Believe me, God, I am telling you my God truth in my childhood experience. Many times I was reading as a child I was reading all the story books. And the story books, especially when you read Arabian Nights and even local stories are there, children, magic and all that is beautiful. She is coming up and disappearing, suddenly you are there, suddenly these things. Then sometimes a thought passed to me, if this magic is happening, God is also coming in, Dhruva, God came, Prahlada, God came, I am also a child, suppose one day God comes and he asks me, what do you want? I should be ready for the answer question, what do I ask? Can you believe? I don't know how. I clearly remember, when God comes, I'll ask one thing. I will not ask God, whatever I say should happen. I should ask that. I should not ask God, whatever I think should come. Because whatever I think, if it comes, the thoughts, I have no control. In case the thought comes, let me die, I will be dead. No. I must speak. Whatever I speak, let it happen. But whatever I think, whatever thoughts come, let it happen. You see that subtle difference between. But over the thoughts, you have no control. One thought will come. How do you know? But which thought to express or not to express is your control. That you are conscious of your thought is effortless. But to choose a thought, the voluntary action is needed, I thought must be there. But how does the thought come? The thoughts come at random. Are you getting that? In your photographic album outside, you can see 1970, 71, 72, 74, 80, year after you can pick up 1 year and see the photograph of those albums, your marriage, your trip, your school days, something, you can put it, you can look at it one after another. There is no such order in thought. You sit down here, suddenly you are thinking of a childhood when you are 4-year-old, now you are thinking of yourself when you are 40-year-old. You go back to 20-year-old school. Something somewhere, it goes on at random, it comes. Listen carefully. The thoughts will come at random. You don't need to maintain it. They get forgotten by itself. Are you getting that? The thoughts are forgotten by themselves. Forgotten. Come up also by themselves. Many times you thought many things you have forgotten, but suddenly a thought comes. You see something, it triggers. A thought can be forgotten, a thought can be triggered. Consciousness, yourself. There is no forgetting and triggering. It's always there. Maintenance free. You don't have to do anything whatsoever. You do not have to do anything. In summer, winter, rain, childhood, youth, old age, waking, dream, deep sleep, in every condition, sarvavasthasu sarvada, at all stages, all conditions, every moment, you are there with yourself. Therefore, what a beautiful instrument you have. When you see this, everything, Suddha Chaitanya Matram Atma, na tatra kasmi, na kalpanaduna, Suddha Chaitanya, pure consciousness alone, the self that is me, and there is no other kalpana, no other imposition, projection whatsoever in that reality. If it is so, then why people talk about Swarga, Narka, heaven, hell, Bandha, Moksha, all these things? Look, these are also Kalpana Matram. Sariram, gross body, Sukshma Sariram, subtle body, Karam Sariram, Kajal body, gross universe, Kajal body, all these things. And therefore, Swarga, Naraka, heaven and hell, listen carefully. Bandha, Moksha is all Kalpana. Hey, you must see it very young. Again I say it very clearly, very clearly. You know why? Because it's a very simple. Who has named it like that? Heavy summer, is it hell or heaven? Winter, hell or heaven? Forget the hell and heaven later on. What do you say? Oh, Madras is so hot, it's hell. Tirunelveli, what is that? Kodaikanal is so cool, it's heaven. In winter time? Oh, Himalaya is hell. Madras, oh, wonderful. So, hell or heaven? Who decides this? Listen carefully. And this I, is it the truth? The one who is commenting on anybody, commenting on everybody, naming everything, branding everything, the I is a lie. Because who you are is not the name I. You understand that? Be that. Who you are is independent of a name. Just like the flower doesn't depend on a name to be, you don't need a name called I to be. The I is the first lie, which has named, divided, branded, not divided, divisions are already existing. It's named, branded, divisions. Branded thing as the heaven and hell, bondage and liberation. The moment this lie is gone, what is the names and conditions that it imposed? Please see that. When the I is there, it says living is a blessing, dying is a curse. When the I is not there, body is living, dying. Does it matter? Oh, hunger is a pain. Hungerlessness is very nice. Hunger is there. Hungerlessness is there. Are you getting that point, please? Why people find it difficult? Because you are trying to dismiss for them the creation doesn't exist, the Swarga Naraka doesn't exist. The fellow doesn't understand. You don't exist. When you don't exist, nothing exists. When you don't exist means what? When the individuality is not existing, these namings and brandings are not there. So be yourself. So for that person, he says what? Kalpana matra, meaning all these are, what are you talking? Right, wrong, good, bad, pain, pleasure. You know, Bhagavan goes to an extent you cannot believe in Bhagavan. What is the name? Bhagavad Gita, which people don't understand. What shall he say? It's perversion. What Bhagavan says? Yayenam vetti hantaram. This is so, from the average person's standpoint, it will be looking devious. Yayenam vetti hantaram. Yaschainam manyate hatam. Ubhauto na vijanite nayam hanti na hanyate. One who considers hantaram vitti, somebody is named as a killer. One who thinks he is a killer and other one who thinks he is killed. Or one who thinks he is a killer one time, or he thinks at another time he is killed. Why should the killer kill? Two different na, you will have so killer is always, killer can think I am not a killer, but the killed cannot be there to say killed. Are you getting that? No. So therefore make it this way. The one who feels a killer at one time or feels that he is going to be killed at another time, Ubhauto na vijanita. This is the best interpretation. It's best, not somebody's killer and killed. You feel that you are killer and you feel you are killed. Ubhauto na vijanita. Both of them, the same eye with two different, do not know. Nayam hanti na hanyate. Neither it kills nor it gets killed. Why this killing language? Warfare on the battlefield, therefore that language. He would have been sitting in a restaurant, neither is a eater nor is eaten. If he is in the sightseeing places, he says neither you are seer nor you are the seen. I am hanti na hanyate, neither it kills nor anything gets killed here. Nothing is killed, nothing feels killed, nothing is a killer. Meaning there is no seer, sight, seeing, none of these things. With the eyes. Kalpana matram kime karyam chidatma. It's all kalpana. Me chidatmana kim karyam. One who is pure consciousness, chidatma, pure consciousness. What is there for me to get affected or lost in that? Impossible. Aho jana samuhevi nadvaitam pashyato mama. And look at my great vision, understanding of myself and the universe. Aho, what a wonder it is. Jana samuhepi na dvaitam pashyata. Even when there is a huge congregation, a huge crowded universe, na dvaitam pashyata. I don't see the second fellow existing anywhere. Who shall understand? Only the people who see themselves. Please, please, please. That is why your meditation, your being with yourself is so important. Listening to the class is not some type of entertainment. More and more you look at yourself, the more and more the creation looks falsified. For you, because the creation is neither real nor false. Because you have given yourself a reality, I am the body, therefore death is a reality, living is a reality, pain is a reality, pleasure is a reality. Are you getting that point, please? Because you assume a role, individuality, therefore thoughts are affecting you. Suppose you are not there. Think. When you say you are not there means what? I thought is not there. Even while living, you are liberated. Yesterday, what is that? One person died yesterday. That Italian, the one was the Bofor's case. He died. Now, how do you punish him? So many. The other one, and the Pran, one nice villain, he also passed away. Another person also died. He was gone. Anyway, the Bose radio, Bose speaker, very, very famous, Indian man, but is an American settled, also passed away. Imagine, everybody has to go, no? Now, if there are cases against them, can you run it? So everybody should die to escape the cases? Even when you are alive, when you are not there, you are neither flattered by flattery or destroyed by the disgraceful statements. It doesn't mean anything else. Free yourself, living liberated. That's why in our tradition they call it Jivan Mukti. Living liberated, not liberated after death. After death, who cares? What happens to me before death is more important than what happens to me after death. Which one will be interested? Liberation before death or after death? After death, how do you know what will happen? But before death, free. Know yourself. So when you see this, Dvaitam Pashyatam also, Janasam, even in the whole crowded universe, not Dvaitam Pashyatam, I don't see any duality. There is only one thing existing. Everybody is same. Aranyamiva Samrutam. It looks like a jungle. There is nobody else. There is only one thing existing. No duality existing. Kvaratim Karavanyam. Which one to like and which one to dislike. When you say Kvaratim Karavanyam, which one I am going to adore? Which one I am going to be attracted to? Or which one I shall be distracted from? That is why if you feel attracted by somebody, listen carefully, attracted by something in a sense, if there is a need to feel attracted by something, indulge and be happy, you are as much lost as when a person feels he must renounce everything, then he will be happy. To be happy to be yourself, neither you need to associate nor you need to dissociate. Neither you want to renounce nor you need to indulge. Because who you are is the absolute happiness. That is yourself. Okay? Aranya, so, Varatim Karavanya, meaning absolutely free. So, moving in this universe, untouched, uncut by it. Read the next one. Very beautiful comes. Abba. Aye naham deho na me deha jivo naham aham vichite aye me vahi me bandhan asidya jivite spruha aho bhuvana kallolehi vichitrei draksamuthitam mayyanantamaham bodho chittavate samudyate. Yes, these two again, another two is affiliated. After this, beautiful verses. So this is the celebration of a vision, because the student is now going absolutely crazy. You know, it's like child, he likes a particular toy, he has been dreaming about it, and you give it to him. What does he give it to anybody? Same toy he shall play for hours together, then hold it and go to sleep also. Waking up with the same toy, he must have it, because he is completely going gaga over it. Oh, it's so nice, so nice. Show it to everybody, all the friends, everything. Now this is what the person is looking for. What are they looking for? Absolute happiness, absolute joy, freedom, security, love. Whoa. Everything is in myself. Oh my God. Therefore, how long can he go on talking? That is the fellow. Vacha, mukam karoti vachalam. Mukam karoti vachalam, people don't think. Deaf boy, suddenly with the blessings of the God, he started talking, miracle. That is, we are not talking about that type. In ignorance, you are stunned. You don't know what to talk. Yes, so much of misery, what is there to talk? Then when you discover yourself, oh my God, I thought this world is a problem. I thought this body is a problem. I thought the thoughts are a problem. I thought the sound, sight, touches, tastes are a problem. Right, wrong, good, bad, vice, virtue. Oh my God, none of these things are there anymore. What a thing. Naham deha. I am not the body. Name deha. Neither I have a body. is, whom are you releasing? The body or yourself? You are releasing yourself. The body never says body is me. Neither the body said I am yours. Did ever the body tell you this is me, this is you, this is yours? I said this is me, this is mine. Body never ever prompted this is you, this is yours, you better take care of it. You grabbed it. Yesterday, again, nice pieces of news. One person had got 3 lakhs of rupees and 1 kg of gold. They are bringing it for the marriage. Husband and wife got down from the railway station to go to the restaurant. They went to the restaurant, sat there and ate. When they got up, the bag is missing. What to do? So the person has taken it away. But it was a very nice incident because they saw the color TV, the camera, then they found out the person has taken and gone to somewhere. Then they followed. Then he had gone to Tirupati. The person was taken and gone to family with the Tirupati. So then they contacted him. Then they knew he is not a regular thief. He is a bank officer. Then asked him, sir, did you take this? He said, yes, I have picked up somebody's I have picked up somebody's bag. Oh God, I'm sorry. So he comes back, returns it, and these people get it. Everyone. Imagine that's fine. But suppose one person who is stealing, he tells that bag, my bag. He takes it and goes. And if he is going to really spending it out, the real owner comes. What happens? Now the fellow is finished because now he was dreaming this money is mine, the gold is mine. That is all gone. He is now miserable. We are like that. This bag of gold called human physical body is there. We pick it up. And we go through it 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, then the real fellow comes to claim it. Who? The creation claims it. It belongs to the creation, belongs to the totality. Call it God, call it truth, call it creation. It belongs to the totality. Elements. Out of elements it comes, onto the elements it goes back. The ocean is claiming back the drop or the wave. The whole totality, this body is come, the next example is like a kallola, is like a wave. So when the creation claims it back, then we are now resisting. How can he take it away? When was it yours for him to take? It was always belonged to the creation, belonged to the God, belonged to the truth, belonged to the totality. I said it is me. It never said this is, I am, this is, body never said this is you, The body never said I am you, I am yours. I said, I said I am the body is mine. Now when I wake up, Naham Deho Name Deha Appa. I am not this body, I am not this body. I am not this body, I don't have this body. I am not rich, I have no riches. I am no thought, I have no thought. Even the I thought is not I, neither I have the I thought. For me to be, I don't need to be the I thought or to have the I thought. Both ways. To me, beautiful, it's a beautiful language. For me to be me, I don't need to be the I thought, nor I need to have the I thought. You appreciate? Jibo naham aham ichit. Aham na jiva, ahankara. Ahankara is the jiva, individuality. That is the one who considers himself limited, individual, vyashtis, individual. Apart from the samashti, the totality, Ishvara. Because ahankara brings the boundary. I thought creates the boundary. This is me, the rest is universe. When you go away, boundary goes away. The boundary never existed. Who created the boundary? You create your boundary. When you are not there, boundary is gone. Naham jiva. I am not the. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham. See, aham na, I am not the mind, the buddhi, the intelligence, memory, chittam. I am not the ahankara. See that? I am not the ahankara. Who can say that? If you meaninglessly repeat, ahankara is repeating, I am not ahankara, I am not ahankara, I am not ahankara. Then somebody, if he tells him, just by repeating, I am not ahankara, he will not get out of it. You shut up. Who is talking now? I am not ahankara. Very beautiful. Ayame me bandha. Just that line is amazing. Ayame me bandha. This is my bondage. Because the teacher told, no, Ayame vaite bandha. This is your bondage that you want to become Brahman. Samadhi mantushtaji. This is your bondage that you are practicing meditation. Now the student understood. Ayame me bandha. This was my bondage. What is that? Asidya jivite spruha. Jivite ya spruha asid. That I had that desire to live, to be alive, that was my bondage. Now I am eternal, all-pervasive, ever-existing. That I wanted to be alive, I wanted to see, I want to hear, I want to taste, I want to touch, I want to think, I want not to think, I want to do this, I don't want to do this. Oh my God, what a trouble I was going through. Now I don't have to, naivatasya kutenarthana akuteneha kaschana, as Bhagavad Gita will say. Neither there is meaning in doing, nor is meaning in not doing. As much I am happy with the thought, that much happy without the thought. As much with riches, without riches. With people, without people. You understand? When you are like that, who can snatch anything from you? Say, I am not interested in this. You want to take. What is that? No, I am going to give you these things and brought it. No, let it be there. How does it matter? Like the celebrated story, the person was in a cremation ground. He had gone for sadhana. It's a story, okay? The story goes, the Smasana Devi, the deity of the Smasana, cremation ground appears. It's all story, just to highlight a point. For an example. He comes in, and when they see the person there, and this person sees him, they say it is bound on the gods to give a boon. So he wanted to give a boon. So he sent the attendants, go and ask this fellow, what does he want? He said, sir, what do you want? Our boss wants you to ask for something. He said, I don't want anything. He said, I don't want anything. I'm happy here. I don't want anything. He said, no, but he must give something. You must take it. I really don't want anything. Okay. If he says he must give something, find out when am I going to die, when this body is going to fall. He said, it is on 10th of this month. Okay. Do one thing, ask him to make it 9th of that month. One day or year. He said, no, I cannot do this. It's fixed for 10th, and then he said, tell me she can't give me anything. So don't ask, bother me. No, he must. Okay, ask him to make it 11th. If not 10th, 11th. No, that also I cannot do. He said, did I not tell you? Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. What shall he give you? Just leave me alone. That much. Like the story they go talk about Alexander. His guru had told him, when you come from India, bring 3 things. Ganges water, Tulsi plant, and a wise man. Ganges water you can collect, Tulsi leaf you can collect. The wise man, how do you find? Then in the story, somehow he found a wise man. But the person is not going to come. So they carried him. That's the story. It's a big and interesting. Anyway, so they were going. Let me finish. The army was marching, and then they saw everybody standing up. The one fellow is lying down. The standing order is everybody must stand up. There is no question of anybody lying down when the emperor is marching. But this fellow is lying down. So he says, sir, don't you know the order? He said, I only know one commander. Who is this boy? So they immediately word spread to the king. What should he do? Carry him. So he got carried by the soldiers. So they put him in the spirit. Alexander knew this fellow must be a wise man, because for him, I am not the king. So he goes there, and in the morning, he goes and meets him. Forget it is Alexander or not Alexander. It's a story, okay? A king and a person. So then he goes to the jail. He goes there and he says, "Sir, I know you are a wise person. I want to give you something." He said, "You cannot give anything. I don't want it." So why? Because in this tradition, beggars don't ask favor from beggars. He said, "What do you mean I'm a beggar? You think I'm a beggar?" He said, "Of course you are a beggar. See, who is a beggar? Who lacks things? Who doesn't have anything? You as a person, if you are very happy in Greece, why should you come here? Without India or Persia, you are incomplete. With it, you are complete. So you are a beggar." So I beg 1 rupee, you beg 1 kingdom. What does it matter? Beg, you know. So you are also a beggar. So I don't beg from the beggar. He said, "But you must take something." He said, "All right." There was a small hole on the wall where the sunlight was coming and falling on him. He just go away so that sunlight falls on. This is the sense of satisfaction. If I have everything as wonderful, if I don't have anything, people think by taking away your thing they will punish you. Whom shall you punish? If the person is holding on to it, if he is punished. Suppose he is not. By giving something they punish you. But if you have not received it, like Buddha, they were talking nonsense about it. Oh, the lazy one, the psycho, the parasite, and all this stuff. The students are telling, "Give us the permission, we shall heed that one." Buddha smiled. He was giving his commandal to the students. The students did not want to accept it because Guru's commandal. So he said, "To whom did it belong?" "Sir, it is yours. Now you are giving it to," Buddha said, "I was giving it to you. If you would have accepted it, to whom it would have belonged? To us. Now that you did not accept it, to whom it belongs? To you only." So this man is giving me so many things. I am a rascal, I am a rogue, I am stupid, I am these things, but I don't accept it. So it is all his. So why are you worried? Why are you going to punish him for what? Understand that a punishment is a punishment when you accept it. A congratulatory message is a congratulatory message only if you accept it. But if you don't, who you are, nobody can talk about it. Somebody can say your body is wonderful. Can they say all the time? This year you are Mr. Universe, Miss Universe. After 10 years, right? Because you are Mr. Universe every year, can you be Mr. Universe? You finished. Richest man of the town, you go on changing. So one day they had praised you, Mr. Universe. How come they are not praising you now when he is going like this? Where is the Mr. Universe now? The past Mr. Universe. You call it past Mr. Universe, the fact is dilapidated whole ruin of a man. So why feel so great? Because my body was great. Oh, I did something, oh, you opened schools, colleges, hospitals, right? So what happens now? The school is closed, office is gone, everything is gone. Government taken over, finished. What do you do? Where are you? That is why you be yourself. When it is taken away, you are not unhappy. When it is there, you are not miserable. Enjoy being with it, enjoy without it. That is why. Ayamevaiva bandha. Asidya jiviteshpura. Oh my God, tells the teacher, this was my bondage, that I was interested in living. When I am eternal, I was interested in living. If I was interested in living, I was afraid of death. Naturally, if I am interested to be living, I will be afraid of dying. The person who is afraid of, listen, the person who is afraid to live or living is a suffering, for him death is a relief. For whom living, he has fallen in love with living, for him death is a burden. Person who is frustrated, for him living is a burden. So both people will try to escape life or death. Whereas the person who is happy with himself, living is not a burden for the death to be a relief. Death is not a burden for the life to be a relief. As much pleasure to be alive, that much pleasure to see the body passing. As much pleasure to see things present, that much pleasure to see things absent. As much pleasure to see the thought being present, that much pleasure to see the thought being disappearing. As much enjoy the I, that much enjoy the absence of the I. Where who I am is neither a presence or an absence, opposed to each other, but the presence, eternal existence. Name. Okay? Next. So then he comes. Oh, look at this body I was talking about. Bhuvana kallole vichitra drak samuktitam. Wow. See, somehow the persons, whoever understands this reality, become absolutely enchanted by the natural beauties. That is why you can see the examples come straight away from the nature. Most of the examples will come from nature. Why? Because the nature is the total divinity. Consciousness, existence, all for everything is there. No interference of any kind. Aho bhuvana kallole vichitra dakshama samuttidam. Bhuvana kallola. By this ocean of samsara, bhuvana, this ocean of existence, vichitra drak samuttida, little waves of wonderment appearing and disappearing. This is a huge ocean of creation, continuously rising and falling. And what all beautiful appearances, vichitra drak. Drak means little waves and foams and other things. Just see for yourself. Does the water move with the ocean? It looks like water is moving, but water is water. As much the water in the wave, that much the water in the ocean, that much the water in the drop. Even while moving, it doesn't move. Movement, think. All pervasive cannot have a movement. Move from where to where. Yet, this creation, as though moving and changing, complete. Oh, bhuvana kalloli. So in these waves, in this ocean of elements, space, air, fire, water, earth, this body is a wave, little wave of element. Space, air, fire, water, earth. Are you getting that point? This body is a tiny wave of elements. That is why when the body gets disintegrated, what happens? Air goes to air, fire to fire, water to water, earth to earth, space back to space. So the whole creation, it belongs to the creation. It belongs to the creation, it will belong to the creation. It was never yours to be taken away. You hold on to it, therefore you feel resistant. You feel, oh, somebody is snatching my body. When was it yours to be snatched? They very nicely in Hindi they say, okay, kya laya tha jo kho diya? The person loses something. क्या लाया था जो खो दिया? What is that you brought that you lost? That's a beautiful statement. क्या लाया था जो खो दिया? What is that you brought into this world that you lost? Did you bring anything? Rather, with the body, after some time you got the sense of coming to this world, and therefore you are afraid of going from this world. Body has no sense of coming and going. The wave has no sense of coming and going. The rider feels like that. So when you own it all, you feel what is in reality. Mai ananta mahambodo chittavate samudyate. In me, Mai ananta mahambodo. In me, the endless ocean of consciousness. Chittavate samudyate. Chittavate, the memories appear and disappear. The thoughts are like waves in consciousness. The water has never become the wave. Water is wave. Consciousness has never become the thought or the body of the creation. It is the consciousness, it is the body, it is the thought, it is the creation. always remains the same. Therefore, be yourself. Choose to see the creation. Amazing freedom. Read the next two verses. With that we shall finish the chapter. Mayyananta maham bodho chittavate prashamyati. This is very, very beautiful. Abhagyat jiva vanijah jagat koto vinashwarah Mayyananta mahabodho आश्चर्यं जीववीचयः उद्यन्ति घ्नन्ति खेलन्ति प्रविशन्ति स्वभावतः मय्यनन्तमहाम्बोधो आश्चर्यं जीववीचयः उद्यन्ति घ्नन्ति खेलन्ति प्रविशन्ति स्वभावतः. Amazing verse, so sweet. Same thing. My Ananta Mahabodho, in me the huge Maha-Ambodhi, huge, sprawling, awesome ocean of consciousness. Ananta Mahabodho, endless ocean of consciousness. Chittavate prashamyati. Chittavate samudyate, chittavate prashamyati. These hurricane, cyclonic wind of a mind arises and fades away. With the rise of the thought, creation seems to be real. With the disappearance of thought, why the creation? Think about it. You are sitting down quietly. See like this, as an individual, as a micro, in a micro level. Then you can see the macro level. When you are sitting down quietly, suddenly say a thought of your home comes. The moment the thought of home comes, you remember the home. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? This thought, did it create your home or reminded you of your home? When the thought is not there, are you reminded of your home? What is going on there? What is not going on there? Does it matter? But the moment the thought comes, immediately that becomes real. So the thought doesn't create the creation, but the thoughts make it real for you. Right or wrong? You are sitting down here, maybe your father is dead. As you are sitting down here, your uncle, your brother, your mother, your husband, your wife, something somewhere, they are meeting with an accident, not necessarily dead. They are meeting an accident, legs broken, everything, they are now, at this moment, they are happening, going on somewhere. How do you feel now here? Beautiful class. My Ananta Mahabodho. In me, the ocean of consciousness, everything is there. Nothing other, no other thought is coming in. Then, suddenly a telephone rings. And a thought is created in your head. This happened. How do you react? Ignorant people. They are moving from thought to thought. What happened? Okay. Something to be done. Let's do. Nobody takes away your quietude, your meditation, your being with yourself. But the moment it comes, it's so much real for you. Now you have to take care of it. Nothing wrong. Take care of it. Because that's why somebody, the cancer is going on in your head, you don't know it. And the cancer is inside your body, but you don't know it. How do you go about? No problem. Some fellows who are hypochondriac, they imagine, I think I am getting cancer. I think I am going to get some, I think my kidney is getting bad. Why that hand is, there is a bump here? I think there is. Now what happens to that fellow? He is already suffering from cancer without having it. I think the heart, the right side it begins. More informed you are, more haunted you are with the right side. begins your right side. Oh, maybe. Sweating. Are you sweating? Are you sweating? You ask everybody, are you sweating? Why? Because you are sweating. Sweating means heart attack. Are you sweating? So now you are already gone through the fear of it without having a heart attack. What does it mean? Please understand. How people project. That man must be doing like this fellow must be doing like that, this fellow must be talking like that fellow must be planning like that, this fellow must be planning like that. Your fear, anxiety throws it. Even the whole world is not bothered about you, you think the whole world is bothered about you and you are problematic. Now tell me, who thinks about you maximum in your life? Who thinks about you maximum? Now, forget that is not the question. About whom you think the most? About others. That is why you think others must be thinking about you. Your head is full of what? Please sit down and see. Your head is full of what? My father, my son, my daughter, my mother, my child, my lover, my beloved, my job, my money, my. Is your head ever full of my body? Your body. Does anybody say, my body, my thought? No. Other people. About you never think. Therefore, naturally, what shall you be thinking? Other people also will be thinking about you only. Because you are thinking about others all the time. So how, that's what the people will say. What the world will say? Which world? What the, ଲୋକମାନେ କ'ଣ କହିବେ, ସାରା ଦୁନିଆ क्या कहेगा? Because you think of this, therefore you think everybody is about you. But tell me, who thinks about you more than about yourself? That is why, when you think about others, that gets the reality. When the thoughts are coming up, that world gets the reality. When that thought is not there, no problem. Same thing about the mind and body. So, in the ocean of consciousness, these waves of thoughts are rising, samudyate, prashamyati, setting. And what happens? Beautiful language. Abhagya jiva vanija, this unfortunate merchant of individuality, jiva vanik, the boatman, the voyager. Jagat poto vinaswara, in Jagat potaha, in this huge ship of creation, ship, big ship, ocean liner, in this huge ocean liner of a creation, the individual Avagya Jiva Manik, the unfortunate individual voyager going through ups and downs. That the ocean of creation existing is not a problem. That the ocean of consciousness existing is not a problem. That the waves of the huge cyclone of thoughts are rising and setting is not a problem. That there is a huge boat of universe is floating in this is not a problem. That there is a traveler inside that fellow is the problem. Do you understand the picture? What do we try to do? Make the boat strong. You shall never succeed. Boat will die. Cyclone must stop. All thoughts must go away. Quieten your thought. Change your thought. Don't be that Jiva Vanik. Wow. Abhagya Jiva Vanika. This unfortunate unsolicited uncalled for individuality, suffering the limitation. But that goes away, suddenly that becomes a fortunate one, because no more chittavati, no more this cyclone of thoughts becomes cyclone. They are quiet flow of thoughts. Because your interference is not there. You are creating cyclone. Tell me, thoughts trouble you or you trouble the thoughts? The liquor creates your habit or you create the habit about the liquor? So you create your cyclone. So when you stop creating the cyclone, suddenly this boat of the universe, this physical body is a boat within a boat. Boat within a boat. That also settles down. Ahamkar, this Vanika, this Voyager is now one with the voice, with the ocean, cyclone of the thoughts, boat of the body, whole water of consciousness. Same thing continue. Mayi Ananta Mahabodhu Ashcharyam Jiva Vichaya. Now again, same example it takes in a different way. Mayi Ananta Mahabodhu. In me the ocean of vast ocean of consciousness. Jiva Vichaya. Every jiva is like a wave. Jiva Vichaya. Millions of waves of jiva, individuality floating around. What do they do there? Lovely language. Udyanti, rise, granti, die, disappear, khelanti, play, provisionti, enter, exit, swabhavata, natural. The waves rise, fall, die away, play, enter, all these games going on. Wherein? Only from the standpoint of the wave. From the standpoint of the ocean, constant. When the waves are dancing, is anything added to the ocean? When the waves are quiet, is it something taken away from the ocean? Ocean is ocean. That is the dance of the ocean, the dance of Nataraja. Chidambara. In the space of consciousness, Nataraja dancing, the consciousness. He himself is the consciousness, he himself is the dancing. The dance of consciousness in and through every time. The whole creation is a macrocosmic dance. Today they call about the dance of the atoms, dance of the, what is that, microbes, I don't know, whatever it is, the smallest particle, quartz, and all that stuff they say. You can relate to anything. If you are a physics student, chemistry student, mathematics student, history, geography, anything you say, you can relate every subject to this knowledge. Because in you, everything rises, falls, sets. Like in your ocean of consciousness, you can see a thought rises, plays, sets. Thought has no problem, consciousness has no problem. I thought, why this thought is coming? That thought should not come. I can't remember a thought. I want to be the ocean of consciousness. All these things, from whom? Therefore, see the beauty. So, udyanti, gnanti, vigalanti, pravishanti, swahata. So, in me, the ocean of consciousness, all these things rise, fall, dance, disappear, appear. I always remain the same. It was my mistake. This was my bondage. That I wanted to be alive, dancing, playing, jumping. In fact, I am the one in and through the whole creation as it is. And that is the dance. It is like in a dancer. In dancing, nothing is added to the dancer, but appearances are there. Always I give these 2-3 examples. See, now what is going on? 2 deers. Are they deers now? What is added to the dancer? Flying or fish is going. What is added? Flute. Anything added? Just mudras. What are the mudras? Appears as though there is something is added to the dancer, but nothing is added to the dancer. The dancer is same in and through the dance. So it's a cosmic dance, the dance of the creation, the dance of God. That is why Bhagavan Shiva has got what? Srishti Tandav, Pralaya Tandav. The creation is a huge dance. The dissolution also is a huge dance. Sthiti Tandav, you can say that is Sthiti. The whole existence also is a dance. Everything is a dance. So the dancer and dancer, one and the same. You and the universe. One and the same. In fact, when you see this, when you say you, the I, the consciousness, what universe. And if you see the universe, that is the time as though you lose yourself. But when you understand it, in yourself you see the universe, in universe you see yourself. I'll finish up with one little story from Mula. Okay? Okay, very nice story. After a long time it is coming. Mula one day, he was walking. And when he was walking, he saw one fellow has killed one wild dog. And the wild dog is a delicacy. So the Mula said, hey, can I have it? Yeah, sir said, it is yours. You do so many good things to so many people, you take this dog. So Mula immediately returned from the walk. He did not go further. Came back and told his wife, look, today you make this dog. Make the curry, and I am going for my bath and everything. I will come back after 2 hours. You go and gossip and dog and all these things. By the time the wife cook has to do all this stuff, okay? Mula, after 2 hours he comes back. And the wife also is very good cook. She also cooked nicely. And then, as a good wife that she is, wanted to taste it. Is it come out nice? Because he has brought with so much of love and affection. Why not? Like this, taste it a little, and he tasted it. When he tasted it, was so good. He said, okay, taste a little more. Then what happens? One leg, the best part of the chicken is leg, you know, that whatever it is. So he took that one, little. He said, okay, first little, then he said, okay, cover up the other around and keep it. Then also he took it, then after some, he finished it. It doesn't matter, he kept the whole. No, he kept it. Then, what is there? Little bit only. Take the little one, let us see. I will leave something. Taste it. Poor thing got lost. Eating, he finished the whole thing. You know, some people do that, you know. They try the chocolate packet. They think, okay, this poor brother, this poor sister, this brother. They started 1, 2. Brother doesn't need it. Sister, she is diabetic. Friends, they will always get you have to do the whole packet. Now everything is over, nothing is left out. So this fellow finished everything. And the lady finished everything. And Mula comes back with bath and getting ready to sat down and he brought it. Then his wife is miserable. What happened? Dog is gone. What dog is gone? Our cat. Cat finished it. I kept it there, waiting for you. You are taking 2 hours. Why don't you take another 2 hours? Now the blame is gone there. You must take another 2 hours so that no cat is going to look at it. What can I do? I left it there. I wanted to be cool so that when you come back you can eat. I kept it open. By the time I go back looking for you and I saw you were coming, so when I came back he is already finished. Mula wanted to punish the cat. He immediately went and dragged the cat. And he brought the balance. Put a kilo. The cat he put on the other side. The cat also is a kilo, 1 kilo. The cat is 1 kilo. Then he said, lady, that duck I brought was 1 kilo. If this is the cat, where is the duck? And if this is the duck, where is the cat? Because cat is 1 kilo. If you would have eaten the 1 kilo duck, you would have been 2 kilo. That is why people don't take their weight after the food, no? Because you have taken 2 kilo food, no? So you will be appearing 16 or 62, 62 or 64. Immediately after lunch and dinner, nobody takes the weight. So he says, if this is the cat, where is the duck? And if this is the duck, what is the cat? If this is consciousness, what is the creation? If this is creation, what is consciousness? Both are one. Ananda Bhava, ocean of consciousness, nothing else existing. He is the self. Close your eyes. Just remember, see that instrumentation, physical world, like a all perception, sensation instrument, like a video camera. All thoughts are in the mind hard disk. Consciousness facilitating it all. Until the individual comes, there is no editing, no commenting. So we say individual should not be there. Individuality needed for voluntary actions of life. Voluntary action is not losing sight of yourself. Be conscious, consciously act. In ignorance, you are involuntary, you are unconscious, not conscious of yourself, and acting involuntarily, unconsciously. Same thing, all directions. Ocean of consciousness in which everything arises, falls, plays, enters, exits.